Hey all, this is a brief walkthrough on how to use QuestChains. In the end, we're going to see how we can implement this on the metagame website. Here's the Explorer. We can have cover images on our QuestChains. We can make them on Polygon or Gnosis. And let's go ahead and create a chain. Click on Get Started. And on the first step, we're going to have a Markdown editor. We're going to give them a name and description. And if you want to add a cover image, you can do this here. As we're making the quest chain, we are not able to go back to previous steps, but it's okay if you make a mistake or want to add something because everything can be changed afterwards. On step 2, we're going to create the design for the NFT. It can be a 2D, it can be 3D, or we can upload our own custom design. So we're going to move forward with this one. On to step 3. As I'm the one building QuestChain, automatically I'm going to be the owner, but I'm able to add other people and give them different roles so they can help have access to edit the quests or review other people's submissions. And we're going to do that in step 3, which is members. If you have someone else's wallet address, you can paste it here and give them a role. Here's a brief description of everything each role can do. And we're going to just move on like this to step 4 where we can add the quests. And here, let's put some name and description again. And we can have a split view of this editor as well. So as we're making this, you can see how it's going to look like. If you want to add images, you're going to have to upload them somewhere else and paste the link here so they show up. And when you're done, you hit add quests and you can add more quests. You can edit the previous one. You can delete them. And then when you're done, hit publish QuestChain. This is going to open a MetaMask window. It's going to be a mini transaction and you're going to need some Matic. It's a very small amount, but you are going to need some to be able to publish QuestChains. So when you're done, you can see them here, for example. And this is your view as a member, as someone who has access to edit stuff. You can edit the chain metadata, which is the name, description, the cover image here. And as you can see, we can also change the NFT. We can edit the quests. We can add new members and change their roles. And there's a little message here that says I can review some submissions. So I did one as a test. You can also disable the QuestChain. On here, you can see how many people have completed them. And you can see it as how a normal user would. So if you want to review submissions, we can do that from our profile. So here we can see there is a submission. You can accept or reject. I'm going to reject it because it's just a test. And when you hit reject, it's going to go over to reviewed. And before you're done, you have to submit the review you have done. Otherwise, it's not going to be logged and you're just going to see it again as awaiting review. You have to sign this. And here we can see previous submissions that have been accepted of people who have completed this QuestChain. And you can access this from your profile. We have in the actions needed section, you can see my submissions and we can see our QuestChains that need review. And that goes back to that other screen. We can see our own progress in different QuestChains and also my roles. So if someone adds me as an admin or editor or reviewer to another QuestChain, I'm going to see it here. For now, I see that I'm just owner of all the QuestChains that I've made. And now we're going to see how this can be implemented on, for example, the metagame website. So here's one of the onboarding paths at metagame that has an integration to QuestChains. You can see a similar interface. Here's the design of the NFT that we would get when we finish this question, a description, and then we have the quests. So you can navigate through all of them and see the details. For each one, you have to hit submit proof. And when you're done, someone who is a reviewer of this QuestChain can approve it, and at the end you will get the NFT. And that's all.